I've been out here for the last, I don't know, hour or so, hour and a half, cleaning these. I know they still look in rough shape. Still got a little rust on them and everything. These are all pretty much the same except for that one there is oddball. I can't even tell what it says on the pan there. But these are all Duke 1 3/4 inch, or I think some of them might be Duke number 2s. No, they look like, yeah, that's a number 2. So one number 2. 1 3/4 inch. And I've been out here cleaning them and making the night latch. I bought these from a guy the other day. I bought like 15 of them, but these are just the ones that I didn't have a chance to get to right off the bat. Anyways, so I've been cleaning them with a wire brush, and I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but putting them night latches on them myself. If you don't know what a night latch is, you see where the little trigger thing right there lays in the pan groove beside that screw. See how it's got that little notch right there? Well, that little notch I created myself. It's called a night latch. Anyways, I done all these, cleaned them best I could, night latched all of them, and now I'm gonna go through. None of them been night latched yet. I'm gonna go through and test all my night latches, see how good I did. Y'all can tell me what y'all think. Number 1. That was good, really good. Number 2. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Proud of myself so far. It's the first time I've ever done this. That's what they're all supposed to look like. Yep. Y'all had to excuse the back end of my truck. I know it's a little dirty. Yep. 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 Last one. Look at that. I'm so proud of myself. Got all of them looking purty, night latched up, and ready to go for in the morning. I got a new piece of property. Guy's got, I don't know, probably 100 acres, but he's been battling coyotes, I know, for 3 years now. And he asked me the other day, since I just now got into this stuff, he asked me if I would bring my traps over there. So I also got some new baits coming. I got some Caven's Gusto lure. I got some Caven's Hiawatha Valley, which is by far my favorite. And that's a bait. And I got some Caven's Predator Bait Plus, something like that. And we're gonna fix this man up. The coyote's been getting his guineas, mainly. And anyways, I just wanted to show y'all real quick. I know it's gonna be a short video, but I just wanted to show y'all real quick what I'm working with. I understand these old traps. I don't have the money or the means to go out and buy brand new stuff every single time. And this guy, he just wanted to get out of it. So I bought 15 of these foothold traps from him, which this ain't all of them. This is just the ones I worked on today to get ready for this new piece of property. Anyways, I know they still need some cleaning, and they still got some rust and stuff on them. I'm gonna keep hitting them with the wire brush and stuff, and might even go ahead and boil them and dye them and all that stuff before I take it over there. But like these good ones, like this one right here, I think it's pretty much ready to go. That one's probably ready to go. Maybe that one, knock some of that rust and stuff off. But some of these that are black and everything, they already been dyed a little bit. They're pretty much ready to go. I'm gonna try to get at least 7 or 8 traps, 7 or 8 sets on his property and to help him get rid of these coyotes. I know he's got 5 or 6 coyotes on a little old, I think he's got 100 acres, maybe. Might not even be that much. But anyways, we're gonna try to help him out. I'm gonna set some of these tomorrow, finish working on the rest of them. We're gonna go back and reset all the ones that the rain messes up. It's been raining for the last 3 days, so the rain messed up all our sets. We took 10 sets over to the Delta about 3 days ago. All of them are squashed. It's just need to do away with them and start over. But anyways, I was just gonna show y'all that I night latched all of them by myself, and I'm very proud of myself. I'm new at this. Y'all bear with me. Hey, we're gonna go catch some yotes. Heard me? Y'all stick with me, and I'll give you an update tomorrow. What is up, you guys? So check this. We hadn't been able to trap in a while. It's been raining for 4 solid days. I think we got upwards of 4 inches, something like that. We went to the Mississippi Delta, set 10 traps over there. The entire time those 10 traps was out, it rained, so that was a no-go. We're pulling the traps. We're gonna scratch that idea. We're gonna stick closer to home. That's about an 1.5 hour drive over there. And so James went over there and stayed the night, duck hunted and all that stuff, and checked those traps when he was there for, I think, upwards of 3 days. The entire time it rained. Obviously, we didn't catch anything. We did get a couple of pictures of one bobcat and a couple of coyotes going past the traps, but I guess the rainwater or whatever messed the traps up, and they didn't even fool with it. They just walked right by. But we did get some pictures and stuff. Anyways, so I'm coming to you today because I picked up a new piece of property. This guy has been struggling with coyotes. He's got a small tract of land. I think it's 25 acres, something like that. It's not very big, but I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna set, I know for sure one flat set, but just because of the lay of the land, it's gonna work better. And probably a couple of dirt sets because that's my favorite and they're pretty easy. But anyways, so just to give you a rundown, when I got here, first time I've ever stepped foot on this property, don't know anything. I know he's got a pond that's right in front of me. Looks like maybe an 1.5 acre pond or so with ducks and stuff, and that's the problem. See, he's got kittens, he's got ducks, he's got guineas, and he told me over the last 2 weeks that coyotes have gotten his 2 kittens, I think, 1 duck, and a couple of guineas. So he's sick of it. Been dealing with it for 2 or 3 years now. I just started trapping. Me and him been knowing each other for a while. He told me, hey, since you're trapping now, come over here and try your hand at it. So we're gonna do our best to catch as many coyotes off this property as we can. So what I look for is, of course, obviously he had a field, which is great. The coyotes love hanging out in fields and things like that. But the fence row is nice and cleanly taken care of, mowed or whatever. There's a gap right there that goes from one field to the other. Now, so obviously the animals are going to take the path of least resistance. They're going to go through that gap instead of having to cross a fence, or look at how nasty that is. So they're going to take that clear opening right there instead of this right here. So I'm going to use this pile of wood right here, and that's where I'm going to start. Let me get the camera situated. I'm going to use that, where's it at? Yep, that as my backing. I'm going to dig a hole up under there and make a little flat set right there with that log that's naturally out here anyway. So I'm gonna make a flat set right there, use that log as my backing, kind of dig my hole in there, set that trap, little flat set, and then I'm gonna go down this hill right here. There's where the field meets the hardwoods, and I'm gonna set a couple of dirt sets. I'm gonna get it right in a minute. I'm new at this stuff, guys. Y'all give me a break. Y'all know I messed up when I said that. I meant to say dirt set and I said trench set, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I got 4 traps I'm gonna set out over here, a double set right here, double set down there, and we're gonna kind of stick right here, kind of close to his house where his kittens and ducks and things are, because we know that's where the coyotes want to be anyway. So we're gonna stick kind of close to the house for now. We're gonna leave those set for a couple of days, see what we catch. If we don't do well here, we're gonna back up and punt, and we're gonna go to this bigger field back here and set up some traps around that field. Nonetheless, y'all just stand by. We're gonna catch some. I'm gonna show you 1 or 2 sets here. I'm not gonna bore you to death setting, you know, steadily showing you set. This is my dirt set, and this is my flat set, and this is my this set, and this is, no, y'all don't wanna see that. Y'all wanna see the doggone animals that we catch. So I'm gonna set 4 traps, two double sets, and I will show you 1 flat set and probably a dirt set that I'm gonna set down the hill. That's gonna be it for the sets. And next time I turn the camera on after I show you all them sets, it's gonna be because we're coming to get some animals. Y'all stay tuned, and we're gonna show you what we got. All right, so let's get my gloves on. And like I said, that gap is right up here, going from one field to the next, okay? So with a flat set, most of the time you want some kind of backing or something like that to keep them from coming in from this way. sniffing and smelling and everything. You want them on the side that the trap's on, obviously. So you put it backing up, and I'm gonna put my bait hole right up under that log, and I might do some lure holes back and forth, whatever. Just whatever I feel like when I first get started. So the cool part about a flat set is you don't have to make a whole big old mess. Like first thing I'm gonna do is take these leaves and stuff and some of this grass and kind of just get it out of the way and set it to the side, because we're gonna put it back over the trap and for camouflage. So we're gonna kind of get down to the dirt about the size of where my trap's gonna be, about right here. Okay. Take and just dig just a hole big enough, just big enough for the trap. You don't want to really tear up the ground a whole lot, you know, because it's just gonna be a flat set, just camouflaged in with a little bit of bait and lure. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Great little set. Like I told you, this ground is muddy. We're just gonna take this, we're just gonna get it out of here. Get out of here, okay? And we're gonna replace that with some peat moss that's gonna be good and dry. All right. Today is gonna be, I gotta set nearly 20 traps today, something like that. I got a bunch of folks that have figured out that I'm trapping now, which again, I've only been doing it for about 2 or 3 weeks, not long at all. It don't take long in a small town for the word to get out, especially if you're posting your catches and stuff on social media for people to see. So that could be a double-edged sword. It can get you a lot of views and whatnot, but it could also get you a whole lot of work too. So, all right, get my peat moss over here. And I am very much so in the process of getting me some Duke 550 traps. I want something fierce, but I don't quite have the money to go buy some right now. So in the very bottom, obviously you want it to be kind of a firm situation down there, so you can set that trap in there nice and good and tight, firm, and all that. So I'm going to use very little peat moss in the very bottom, kind of sort of just to soak up some of that moisture, kind of dry it out a little bit, you know. 2 little old handfuls, that's it. All right, you kind of spread that out. That's gonna kind of dry it up. Gotta pack it in a little bit. Get my trap over here. Get my anchor on there. And I don't know if y'all saw the video yesterday. I went through, I bought all these old traps from another trapper. He was getting out of the business or whatever. And a lot, well, all his were not night latched. They're older traps. They're like Duke 1 3/4 traps. There's a couple number 2s, but most of his were the Duke 1 3/4. Like this one. This one's a Duke 1 3/4 CS. So I went through and I night latched all of them on my own. I ain't gonna trigger my night latch just yet. And these are offset, meaning the chain is over here on the whatever you call it, the little arm or whatever. I don't like that. The new Duke 550s, the chain's in the middle, or the anchor chain. So you have to account for that. So I'm gonna drive my anchor all the way in the far side of the hole. That way that chain will be to that side. You don't want to dig it in the middle and then you got to deal with that chain, trying to cover that chain up. So get it all the way over here to the side. Ducks coming in, boy. We still got a week and a half of ducks, or I'm sorry, geese. We still got a week and a half of goose and duck season. I'm probably tomorrow, I'm gonna get after some myself. All right, got our anchor in there. Pull and set it. It's set. Got a hammer the hole up, and I'm gonna cut me a trench in this hole right here for my chain to set in. Okay. Get out of here. Get that mess out of here. And I'm gonna take and try to kind of cover my chain up all the way over to that side. and bed this dude in here. Hole ain't quite big enough. Trim out a little more. I didn't think it was, but oh, here's them wood ducks. That's what I'm going after tomorrow. Where they at? Yes, sir. 6 of them flying over. I gotta go get my hole. I gotta hurry up with these traps and get my hole. I think I'm gonna go do that today. Today, I can't take it. All right, so like I was saying, first I'm gonna set I almost forgot my pilot. See, it's been almost 2 weeks since I've been able to set a trap. I'm about forgot the basics again. But let me incorporate y'all. So this pilot, you can take this and put it underneath the pan, and that I can set my night latch. Doggone it. You should do this before you set your night latch. Clearly. You shove that pilot under there. Yeah, my night latch already. I guess when I was bumping around, my night latch already got set. So anyway, night latch is set. I'm gonna bed this dude in. Oh yeah, she ain't moving a bit. Heck yeah, because that mud sucked it right in there. Now I can take my peat moss and finish filling the hole in. Geese is everywhere, boy. Find my pan. It's right there. Bed everything in real good. All right, so she's pretty well bedded in. So this next little small scoop of peat moss, I'm just camouflaging now. Like it right there. Jump back like that. All right, so that's pretty well done as far as the trap and all. Now I'm gonna put in that little spot where I want my little bait hole to be. Little old 2-inch bit. I got a 2-inch bit and I got a 3-inch bit for these little flat sets. I just use my 2-inch bit. Alright, so my drill ain't working exactly how I wanted it to. So I'm just gonna take my little anchor setter. Make my hole just a little bit deeper. Cause see, here's the thing. You want the coyote or whatever critter to be able to smell it, but you don't want him to be able to get to it. Because if he gets to it, he's just gonna take the bait, and that's gonna be the end of that. So you don't want him to be able to do that. All right, so for bait here, I'm gonna go with my favorite. Cause this place ain't never been trapped on before, ever, that I know of. I'm gonna get my, and as you can see, I'm almost out. I got a little bit left in there. But that cave in Hiawatha Valley, that's where it's at, cuz. That is where it's at. And before I do that, you don't never want to use the same gloves that you're handling the trap with and the bait. See, I got my rubber gloves on up under that so I can take them off. Now I'm ready to handle my bait. And I usually just grab a little twig or something close to the set. I'll take my little stick, and that's what I'll use to get my little bait out. Throw the whole stick down in the hole, voila. And I'm telling you, this stuff here is rank. If there's a coyote within 5 miles of this stuff, and it don't take a heap a lot, about like that, about a spoonful. Put down in there. That stuff, I'm telling you, that stuff dang good. All right. Now, I'm also gonna make me 2 more holes on either side and put a little lure in there. Just because I like doing that. Not everybody does it, but I like doing it. What that does for me is like he goes straight to the bait, he might miss your trap. Well, if you put lures on either side, he'll go back and forth smelling, you know. And all I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take some Hall Baker's Coyote 200s, and which I've had real good luck with. Find my hole. And I'm just gonna take and just dabble. I'm just pouring some in the hole. That's not always recommended method. A lot of people like to take the stick and do the same way with these lure holes. But, and I'm only putting like a drip in there, not much at all of this lure. And that is pretty much this whole set. One last step. I am gonna take and put some Fox P. I got Fox P in this little squirt bottle, and I'm gonna dabble it on the log there behind it. And that right there, other than camouflaging it in, that's a nice little flat set. And you just take this little stuff that I set to the side and everything, you know, kind of, you don't want the leaves necessarily directly on your pan or, you know, on your trap, but you want it to, you know, kind of dabble some grass and stuff in there. And just kind of keep your trap clear so that he can step on it, you know. Just blend it in, cover up your bait and lure holes just a smidge, not much, you know. It should not, I don't think with this property, you know, considering that this property has never been trapped on, it shouldn't take just a heap a lot of stuff to get one. I wouldn't think. Now I might be wrong. I may be underthinking it, but all right, and that's a completed set. I'm gonna go to the next set. Y'all just hang tight. All right, so I decided to do another flat set. I'm only about 50 yards away from that gap, away from the first flat set I done. And I normally don't do a whole lot of flat sets because I hadn't had a whole lot of luck with flat sets by themselves. Matter of fact, I've only caught one fox since I've been trapping now for about 3 weeks, watching YouTube videos and buying equipment and that sort of thing, just getting into it. And I just hadn't had a whole lot of luck out of flat sets. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what. I've only caught one fox out of a flat set, and that's it. But this right here, this particular layout and the way the ground is laid out and the way this field is laid out and everything, I'm finna flip the camera around and show you, if I can talk, why I chose to do this. It just looks like a perfect spot, and I think it's gonna work. Check this out. All right, so this is where I'm gonna set my set right here. It's a natural pile of sticks and everything, perfect for the backing of my holes. Make it come in this way, and put my hole probably right there, trap about right there, and here's why. Check this out. See that trail right there? You can clearly see that trail, okay? Now, there's gonna be my set. If I step right here and show you, there's a trail right there, and there's another clear trail right there. Look how defined that trail, those two trails are. Right there and right there. Guess where they both meet? If you follow it, they both meet right here. And why? Because there's a hole in the fence right there. And there's a clear trail going right up under that fence. Gotta be small game, might be some deer too, but it's mostly small game, obviously, because they're going pretty much right under the fence. You can even see how the trail continues through the fence right there. So these two trails, boom, boom, clearly why right here. Already got a perfect setup for a flat set right there. Put my hole there, trap there. They're coming this way anyway, and they're going right through this hole in the fence. And y'all thought I was kidding? Look, there's my other flat set. That's the limb that I use for my other flat set, and the gap is just on the other side of that tree right there, other side of that limb that I used. Okay, so I'm literally 50 yards away. Perfect little set with natural trails. There's both of them. Boom, boom. Natural trails coming right here to this Y. why would you not use this spot? So that being said, I'm gonna make another flat set right here. Y'all have already seen how a flat set is made. That's gonna be my backing, dig a hole, put my little trap in there, boom, bow, pow. That's how it's done. I will catch y'all again when I go on down the hill. So I'm gonna go on down that hill right there. He said that he's seen coyotes in this flat spot before, just hanging out chilling. So I'm gonna go set my other 2 sets right down there somewhere, and I promise y'all I'm gonna do dirt hole sets on that side. All right, here we go. So this was a brand new set. It was a dirt set. There's my hole, and I put a little rabbit's fur right there above it. Put my bait down in there, and the trap is set. And I'm almost certain this is the 3rd time that I put a trap down here. I got 3 or 4 traps up and down this little row bed right here, and I'm trying to get a bobcat. So because I got pictures of a bobcat and all, and this is the 3rd time I've been down here, and he has triggered my trap, and no cat. I'm not real sure what I'm doing wrong. I have no clue. And obviously it rained and filled up the trap hole and all that stuff. But like I say, yesterday, it didn't start raining until about 11 o'clock last night. And of course it started off slow, and then it got heavy, and we ended up getting, a couple inches. But, so this was all dry. This was all dry dirt. Made just a little dirt hole set, or almost a trench set. I dug it down pretty deep. And set the trap off, just like you're supposed to. No animal. All right, well, we're out here checking traps, doing our due diligence, however you say that word, and the rain is absolutely kicking our tail. So when I put these traps out yesterday, there was a slight chance of rain in the forecast. I think it was like 20-30%, something like that. Well, by 4 or 5 yesterday afternoon, it turned into 90% chance of upwards of 2 inches. Well, you see that? That was just a little creek yesterday that I could walk across. That's how much rain we got. Yeah. So this rain is absolutely kicking our tail as far as trapping. But it's supposed to be out of here by lunchtime today. It's about 10 now. It's down to a little misty sprinkle now. Not too bad. And then we're supposed to have 4 solid days of clear, nice, pretty 50, 60 degree high day, sunshiny weather. So it should get better. Y'all just stick with me. We gonna catch some stuff. But I have a question for you trappers that have been doing it for a long time. Check this out.